This is the live um, chat, and I have here with me my good friend Jesse, who normally usually does them every week with me. We should be having Michael join us in a minute. What's going on, Jesse?
Hey, Freddie, not much. Just living life, and you know how life it goes.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Working, kids, etc., etc.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You got anything? Well, I know you sent me something on Facebook earlier, or yesterday, or sometime this week, and you want to go ahead and kick us off with that?
Yeah. Give me 1 minute.
I try to save all this stuff to the page, to the Facebook page. That way, it's all in one spot. Again, people, this is our first year doing this, so we'll be better next year.
Yeah, we definitely will. I can't remember what I shared, honestly.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, I think I. Oh no, that's not it. Where are you?
We share so much related football stuff
I know. There's just so much. I can't even find it.
during the week. Let me look at my notifications and see.
Oh no, that's not it.
Mitch is on. What's going on, Mitch?
What's going on, Freddie?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Oh, I shared. I don't know if that's real. It's probably fake. The aging Peyton Manning now forced to take field with assistance dog.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh
that.
yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I don't. I was going to talk about that this week too. Peyton Manning, believe it or not, if he's been playing with all these injuries all alone, what does that tell you about some of the teams in the league that he's won? He before he started losing, he's won. So I'm guessing this last injury, what was it, a pectoral or put something that was not causing him to throw better, the throw, I guess.
His arm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cause
he's got something. It's supposedly it's a some kind of. Hold on. I just had it up and I closed it. Noob. I'm a noob. Peyton Manning.
well, whatever it is, if he's had that the whole season and it just now starting to bother him, you know what I think messed him up is Brett Favre. If Brett Favre had kept his mouth closed, he probably will still be playing today. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Cause notice when Brett Favre left him that message, everything went. He just, I don't know. Some people are bad luck, I guess. And then you got to look at how many interceptions he threw that game, and go back and look at Brett Favre's career. Like he would throw that many interceptions during the game and all that stuff. I'm like, yep, that's what did it. And
That's true.
now all of a sudden he has Peyton Manning has a pectoral something inflammatory or however you pronounce that stuff. All of a sudden, I think it's a cover up.
It's a foot injury.
But I know his hands was hurting. Something else was hurting on him. He's supposed to have like three things going on that's with him.
Partially torn plant. What the heck? All right, sorry. Some video was playing. Uh, partially torn plantar fascia in his left foot. God, it took me forever to find that. But I mean, this is just even more sure signs that this is going to be most likely Peyton Manning's last year.
Probably.
I mean, come on, like he look at the game he played last week. He got benched. Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, the Peyton Manning, the greatest of all time. Peyton Manning, chicken parm, you taste so good. Peyton Manning, freaking benched.
Peyton, and I've watched him his whole career. He has. I think this is the first, even his rookie year. This is his first time being benched.
You guys think Denver's done, or you still
No,
think?
no, they're not done.
I
Denver,
I think the backup will do fine,
yeah,
honestly.
Denver is not done. We've said it doing these things. Denver's defense, Denver's
Hmm.
especially Will has said it. Denver's defense is what's been keeping keeping them up. Really, if you really look at it, their defense is they're either fourth or fifth in the league. I want
Yeah,
to say.
but only defense can go so far. I mean, they still have the Patriots to come, and it's like if Payton's hurt and stuff, and their offense ain't doing a good job, then their defense can't do it all at once.
Right,
But
right.
if you look at the play, all of their all of their people are healthy, and technically on the offense it really wasn't anybody else but Peyton Manning. If you really go back and look at the games, he hadn't been playing all that great in the games anyway.
I know
So
that's
I
true.
mean it's really not he's not him being out isn't going to affect Denver at all. And then plus two, you got to think this new guy that's coming in, he's gonna listen to the coach. He's
Hmm.
not going he's not gonna audible or call unless he really has to, cause he wants that starting. He's gonna want to keep that starting job. So
Right.
he's gonna come in and do whatever the coaches tell him to do.
So, Denver Broncos is third in the league for their defense.
Yeah, see, they're up there. I knew they were up there. I just didn't know if they were where they were at, cause I thought
Oh,
maybe Carolina defense might have been number third.
uh, that was just for week 11. Sorry. I'm doing bad today on my stats. I usually have everything ready, but I just legit woke up like 15 minutes before we started, and I got
That's
oh my
that's
god.
about what time I woke up. And believe it or not, I was on time today, people.
We were all on time,
I know, right?
except
Yeah.
for Michael.
Uh,
Why?
he should be in a little bit.
I know. I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
Total defense. Here we go. God, it took forever to find that. Go. Okay, Denver is first place. It goes Denver, Seattle, Arizona, Jets, Tennessee, St. Louis, Tampa Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, Carolina. That's the top
Wow.
10. Top 10.
I'm surprised to see Seattle in there, especially the way they played against Arizona.
But it's not. You gotta look at what Seattle has been doing. It's not like I said. Like the same thing with Denver. It's not the offense. It's
No,
not the
I'm looking at the defense.
yeah. It's the I don't know how they do the stats, but the defense. If the defense does good, they still can be. You can still have a sorry team and your defense be up there, like at number one, two, or three. That's happened plenty of times
This
in the past.
this particular list is by yards allowed.
Uh,
Yeah. So
I
see,
I can change it if you guys want to whatever. There's yards per net yards per game, net passing yards per game, rushing
there's
yards
no,
per game,
there's
points.
no overall.
No, they just do by they're basing the overall on yards in ESPN at least.
Yeah, well, see, that's how ESPN does it, and that's true. They based it on that. I think that's how they base it on how many yards are allowed and whatnot. That's how they base their overall stats of the defense. Is the yards and the points.
Right.
The yards and the points, the sacks and tackles and all that stuff. That's the individual thing, and I think they
Hmm.
may add all that up, but that's like all the way down on the end of the line.
Uh, they don't. Yeah, they don't have any of that. They just have yards and points, like you said,
Hmm.
on ESPN. I just took a quick look at NFL, and they don't. It, it doesn't really show it by team. It just does individual for NFL. So, but yeah, in regards to Denver, the question of Denver's season being over, I don't think it's anywhere near over. I think first off, they're so far ahead in their division, like uh, with their record, that even if they lost a couple games, that I think they'll be safe still to be in the playoffs. They're definitely going to be. They're not going to lose a game. Like I don't think. Well, there's a chance they'll lose. I'm not going to say they're not going to lose a game. Their next opponent is the Bears, and then the Patriots.
Well, see, the I was thinking, that's the Patriots was the only game that I was giving them having them lose this year.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
They
No,
lost to the
I didn't
Colts
think
and the
I
Chiefs.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't think they. I thought they were gonna beat the Colts, and I didn't think they were gonna lose this other game, but they're gonna beat Chicago, and plus two, I thought Peyton Manning would still be. Well, see, I thought he was gonna get benched. Um, at the beginning of the season, considering that he had all that stuff going on with him. But I thought he would still be playing though, since he's been playing through everything.
Right. So, I mean, I wonder what that whole the him needing a dog.
Uh,
That's funny. I know.
well, I was gonna share.
Go ahead, Mitch.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys. I was gonna share something to you guys, but I couldn't do it. If you see on Facebook about Johnny Manziel out of Cleveland, or it was a meme or something.
That was something that Skip Bayless said on First Take. I know what you're talking about. It was saying that he was saying that Johnny Manziel would have made a good fit in Dallas, and people ran with that. And I'm like, no, he
Yeah.
wouldn't, cause he would still be a backup at Dallas. Because until Dallas gets rid of Romo, nobody is going to be a good fit in Dallas. Until Jerry Jones gets over his love for Romo, he's not going. Romo ain't going nowhere. Romo still got like another 3-4 years left in him. He's not going anywhere.
Right.
He'll still be their starter. Even if he don't take them to even if he don't win a Super Bowl, he'll still be their starter, unless he gets hurt really really bad and he can't play. Like he's supposed apparently, I think he's supposed to be starting this week,
Mhm.
and I think he's supposed to be starting this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was something that Skip Bayless said on First Take. I hate those guys. I dislike
Yeah.
him. Hate's a strong word. Let me rephrase that. I dislike him and Stephen A. Smith. Cause basically all
I
they
mean,
sit up. Go ahead.
Stephen A. Smith ain't that bad. Skip Bayless.
I dislike both of them. Because all they sit up and do is what we do on YouTube, really. If you look at their whole show, it's basically what we do on YouTube. They just on ESPN. Let's be
Yeah.
real. Stephen A. Smith is a ranter. Skip Bayless is a knowledgeable ranter guy. That's all they are. And then they're really not even knowledgeable. They have a host that gives them things. You know what I'm saying, to talk about.
Right.
And so it's not that hard. It's the same thing that it's really basically what we're doing now.
I
That's
see.
all. That's all First Take is, and people love Stephen A. Smith and they love Skip Bayless, but I dislike both of them. But I still will see what kind of stupid mess comes out of their mouth, though. I look at little clips here and there to see what
Right.
kind of stupidness they spew out.
Up up here in New England, we have a sports radio station called the Sports Hub 98.5. I think it's 98.5. 98.5, the Sports Hub. And during it's like around the 5 o'clock hour, I think it's 5 to 6 or something. They have these two guys called, I don't know what their first names are, but it's called the Felger and Maz show, Felger and Maserati. And these two guys, and if this would be a good thing to talk about with Will, because Will hates these guys, and I know for a fact because I've heard him rant in the car about them. But yeah, these two guys. This is supposed to be a New England Patriots radio show, Boston sports radio show, and these guys always have negative things to say. Like during the whole Deflategate, they were more than positive that Brady was guilty, this, that, and the other thing, and people would call in and yell at them, and they would freaking talk back, and they totally don't belong on our radio station.
Gotcha.
I
Okay,
mean,
go ahead.
it sounds like, well, I like him. He's kind of cool. A show we have down here, Dan Levitar and Stu Gatz.
Uh-huh.
They're like that, but they like joke around and stuff. And like, I don't know, they're on like ESPNU and stuff in the morning. I don't know if you've seen them.
No.
But they're like the ones you just said, but they don't really bash the home team.
Yeah, these guys are like, I don't know, they're like, there's many people that are on that station, but during that hour it's just those two specific guys, and man, eh, if you ask people about if you ask people up here about 98.5, the Sports Hub, they'll be like, man, I hate Felger and Maz. Felger and Maz sucks. Blah blah blah. That's all you'll hear.
Yeah, I heard Cronin. What's going on, Michael? Michael has joined us, by the way, guys. Um,
So,
I, I heard Cronin talk about them on his show, Monetize This. He was giving them hell because he was saying that that's all that they did was bash. He just specifically just mentioned the sports radio up there. He didn't. I can't remember if he mentioned the radio station, but since you're saying that they bashed the home team and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure that's who he was talking about.
Wow.
We don't have like in Atlanta. I don't know. We WSB is as far as the sports radio goes, but I don't listen to that because it's on the AM station, and then it crackles and crickles, and I can't
Oh
take
yeah, yeah.
I can't take all that static. So I'd rather just stick with the reading of the post on Facebook.
You just need to move up here, Freddie. Just leave Georgia.
Yeah,
Come on up to Massachusetts or New Hampshire and
I know,
deal
right?
deal with the harsh winters and
I know, right?
enjoy the New England family.
I hate this weather. This weather. Like last night, we were at work. One minute it was cold, the next minute it was raining, then it was warm, and then it went back to cold. I'm like, this weather needs to make up his mind. But anywho, anything else you got, Jesse?
I just want to quickly go over like the passing yards leaders, the rushing yard leader, and receiving yard leaders. Just the top 5 of each. Like I want to name them and see what you guys think.
I
Uh,
see
I'll
that. Go
I'll
ahead.
s- I'll start with passing yards. So I'll go from 5th to 1st. So in 5th place, as of like this very minute in our lives, it's Matt Ryan with 2,702 yards. Then it's Carson Palmer with 2,749 yards. Drew Brees, 2,972 yards. Philip Rivers, 3,033 yards. And then Tom Brady with 3,043 yards.
How is Drew Brees on that list and not Eli Manning?
Or Andy Dalton.
Exactly. Yeah, I forgot about Andy Dalton.
You know what? Eli Manning is 6, and Dalton is 9.
Well, you got to look at what Dalton defense is helping him win games. He's not putting up that many points on the as far as cause all of their games have been low scoring games. I mean, like really low.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, and you got, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why Eli Manning's not as high. He has exactly 2,700. He's only 2 away from being, actually he's 3 away from being 5th.
Well, that's got something to do with him not throwing the ball to Odell Beckham Jr. That's his fault. He's supposed to have higher yards than Matt Ryan. Even though Matt Ryan has 2 legit wide receivers, Julio Jones and um Roddy White, you have Eli Manning has Odell Beckham Jr. There should be no reason, why he's not in the top 5 quarterbacks.
Right.
No reason whatsoever. Yeah, y'all agree with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you were saying during the Patriots game this week against the Giants, you were writing out that Odell was open and not throwing to him. Man, his first pass play of the game was an 87-yard touchdown.
No. To be honest, I'm gonna be real honest right here. Odell Beckham Jr. was beating Malcolm Butler up in the mouth. He was legit killing Malcolm Butler like the first until Butler actually figured out what to do, how to shake him up. He started hand fighting with him. Like you know how they'll hand fight here and there, like push off each other and all that stuff. He
Yeah.
started doing that and it shook him up a little bit. He wasn't able, and then plus two, you got to think Eli wasn't targeting him either. Eli Manning's vision is garbage. I don't understand why his vision sucks like it does. So, but I don't. It still baffles me that his vision is as bad as it is because, like I said, Odell Beckham Jr. was beating up Malcolm Butler. They showed Odell Beckham Jr. showed where the weakness was in the Patriots defense that I was talking about. That I couldn't just pick out one weak. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
they actually showed where the weakness was in this game because the defense has not won a game yet. It's been the offense.
Right.
And this week, I know I stated in the video in my recap video, that they really exposed the Patriots defense. I mean, granted that the referees were calling bad plays during the game, it still
Mhm.
showed that we have some weak areas. If the New England ever comes up against a good quarterback, I want to say a top quarterback, which now that Peyton Manning's hurt, he has no top quarterbacks over here. I mean, Buffalo stands a chance at beating them. The Jets stand a chance at beating them. I don't see
Mhm.
it. I can see the only team that I can see beating the Patriots during the regular season is Buffalo. Um,
Yeah, but don't don't forget they got the last game in Miami, which Brady has always struggled against the
Hmm.
Dolphins
yeah,
in Miami.
yeah, that's true too. I forgot about Miami, but you got to think though, Miami, they're getting their stride. If they win this week's, I don't think they'll win this week's game neither. But if they keep doing what they're doing, they stand a slight slim chance. But yeah, they don't really. I don't see them winning, beating the Patriots neither. But if they look at what if they watch what if teams watch what New York did to the Patriots defense, then yeah. But Belichick will switch up defense real quick though. So I mean,
Or like I told you and Jesse on Facebook, all that you have to do is just put the other team put a Giants jersey on.
yeah, that's true. I saw that. I couldn't help but I was at work when I saw that. I couldn't help but to laugh. It's true. It is true.
It is. It is. It's the Patriots' kryptonite.
I know, right? They almost. Well, let me rephrase that. The referees played a excellent game. They really did. Let's be honest. They
Yeah.
played. They played a cause like I told Jeffrey. I messaged Jeffrey Rose and I told him. I said I even put it out there on Facebook. That interception at the end of the game. That was an interception. I don't care what nobody says. He a referee probably like wasn't it, I'll have to go back and look. I think there was a referee standing in his vicinity and I think they yelled at him to say drop it. Cause if you look at it, he had possession all the way up until both knees were down on the ground, and
Yeah.
seemingly it wasn't a catch. And then like they didn't show the good enough angles during the replay to where you could see where the ball came out.
You talk about the Beckham touchdown that they reversed, right?
No, I'm talking about the end of the game where Brady threw that interception. It was like what, like a minute left in the game, and he threw an interception, and they called it back, and they drove the ball down the field, and the
Kick the
how do
field
you
goal.
pronounce our kicker? The kicker kicked the field goal to win the game.
Kowski.
Goskowski.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last the play that really won the game for him, it was that interception. Well, the referees, and I was saying telling somebody I was talking to Jeffrey and another one of my friends that's a Giants fan, and I said that was an interception. I don't care what nobody says. It was but it is what it is.
Right.
And then the touchdown that was called back by what was it? It was Blunt that scored a touchdown, and they called it back, and I'm like, that was a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, wasn't it a holding penalty?
yeah, something happened. It was a holding. It was a magical holding penalty somewhere in during that run, and I'm like, okay, are they not why are they not scoring? Why are they taking this touchdown away? I don't see where there was a holding penalty yet. And what was it? The Giants had a call
The,
throw.
the Beckham one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that one too. That one was cause I actually watched that game live, and I was screaming at the TV and all that stuff. I'm usually not that type of sports fan that'll scream at the TV and all that. I like to sit back and try to keep my emotions in check when I'm watching it. But that one, I was screaming at the TV. I was standing up and all that stuff. But that was a touchdown as well. I'm just
You're funny.
I'm just saying.
Oh man, dude, that whole game, I thought I was gonna need a heart replacement after the game because there's just like you're saying, the refs played a great game. There's so many things like you said, that interception was an interception. It should have been an interception. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, I can't believe we just fucking lost. Like, I was so pissed off. And then they're like, the ruling on the field is incomplete. I'm like, yes!
I know, right?
Oh my god! And I sat back down on the couch and I glued my eyes back to the TV. I'm like, and it's like fourth and 10. I'm like, oh my god, if they don't get this, the game's over. Oh my god, and they got the first down. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah, I had a message already ready to send Jeffrey Rose and everything. I had to erase it. And then who was the guy in your comment section trying to troll us?
Oh, Nick Mosca?
Yeah.
That's my supervisor.
I was like, why is he trying to troll us? He knows better.
I know. And quite honestly, Freddie, I had no idea he didn't like the Patriots until this Sunday.
Wow.
I'm like, this guy was born in Boston and he lives in Boston. You would think that he's a Patriots fan, but I mean, he's not. And either is his son, who was also commenting. Like, it's like, ugh, what the heck? So it was comical.
I didn't know who it was, so I tried to keep the comments to
a minimum.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was a troll or if it was somebody you knew. I didn't want to make them mad. It was like, who's that guy with the cartoon pictures? I was like, yeah. So I kept the comments as decent as I possibly could, and I got the wrong person because he was like. He was like when he got the interception, he was like, "What are you gonna do now? Y'all are quiet." And then I said one word. I said the wrong. I said Gronkowski, but it was the other guy with the long, weird, hard to pronounce name with the G on the Patriots that won the game for him.
Gronkowski, yeah.
Yeah, I was half right.
So I went to work the next day. I'm like, you were the Facebook king yesterday, because he was like blowing up my wall and blowing up my news feed with all kinds of stuff. I'm like, this is the most I've ever seen you post ever. What is this? At first I thought he was trolling, but like you thought.
Yeah.
The officials this season, they suck.
Who does?
The official.
The referee.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Oh, man, so many bad calls. That's been a topic of ours every show.
And wasn't there another bad call this week in another games?
The Monday night game with who played Monday? Oh God.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, that Cincinnati was supposed to win that game, and it was a bad call during that game.
And the Green Bay game too, I think.
Yeah, that game there was a bad calling. I think it was Green Bay drove all the way down the field and they scored a touchdown and they called it back and the Giant it was Detroit. I think the dude was trying to score a touchdown and something happened. I have to go back and look at it. I know it was something weird.
He was marked down at the 1 when they said he was in the end zone or something.
Yeah. Like he just tripped over himself. Oh, that's another thing I meant to mention. Amendola's run back.
Oh yeah.
The dude tripped him up, and I'm like, okay, game's rigged. Did y'all not see Did you not see the trip, Jesse?
Yeah, he went up to him, like he legit ran into him, and he like hit him in the back with his hand, like good job, and then he fell.
Yeah, I think he even stuck his leg out there or something. Cause I'm like, really, dude, really, you take it all, you let him run all the way down the field. Why didn't you just tackle him back at the 50-yard line or something?
Man, but Amendola was freaking mad. You can just see it. Like, he was looking at the guy that tripped him up, his own teammate. You could see them, the interaction. Like, he wasn't happy at all. Like, that was his touchdown.
Yeah, and if it hadn't been for that run back, we wouldn't have won the game neither. I mean,
Yeah.
Will said in our the hangout that we had with Jeffrey that Amendola was gonna have a breakout. This is gonna be his breakout game or whatever.
Well, now he's kind of have no choice with Edelman going to be out probably
Yeah,
till the playoffs.
yeah.
I
Um,
hope he's out for the rest of the year.
But Edelman's been playing hurt though. You got to think about that. He's been playing because he's Brady's check down receiver. He's been playing hurt. He's been getting beat up. So I mean,
right.
he's gonna be. And he ain't that big. I mean, he don't look that big.
No, he's a little guy.
Yeah. So
Speaking of Amendola, he actually he's leading the league in punt return yard percentage now.
Hester must be out or hurt or something.
I don't know.
Where is Hester?
In Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah, see,
Um,
Atlanta sucks, and I was born in Atlanta, so
Tell
I
him,
know how you
Freddie,
feel, right?
come on up here.
When your team sucks like the Dolphins and
I don't know, but at least y'all have a don't the Dolphins have a Super Bowl?
well, in 1972, the only undefeated
Yeah,
team.
yeah, but you still have a championship though. Atlanta don't even have a championship, so I wouldn't feel too bad. Even though
Yeah.
you weren't around to see it, they still have a championship.
hmm
Y'all still have titles. Your basketball team has titles. Um, y'all have a hockey team.
Yeah.
Do they have any titles? They may have titles. I don't know, but I
No.
do know the basketball team and y'all's football team has titles. Atlanta, the only title that Atlanta has is a baseball title.
Is that the Braves?
Yeah, and I don't see them going. Well, I don't watch baseball, so I really don't know what's going on over there.
All right. So I guess I can do the rushing yards now since we covered so much on the passing yards.
I know, right?
Hey, that's what the show's for, right? All right. So now I don't know. I don't really pay attention to some of these teams, so I'm kind of like, all right. So rushing yards number 5 is Doug Martin, 706 yards.
Is that a quarterback?
No, Doug Martin's a running back.
Okay. I don't even know who he
What
plays
team?
for.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's correct. Now that you say it, hit that. Yeah, because they run that Wildcat. I think it's a sort of a similar Wildcat where him and James Winston are running the ball and they run more than they throw. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's legit.
Number 4 is Todd Gurley from the Rams.
He should be higher. I don't understand why he's not higher.
Yeah, he's got 709 yards.
Okay.
And then Devontae Freeman from the Falcons. He's got 721. Then, man, I'm surprised he's still this high. Chris Johnson from the Arizona Cardinals, 734. And the leading rusher is Adrian Peterson with 961.
Well, that's true. Adrian Peterson has, like you said on Facebook, Adrian Peterson has woke up because when I had went to sleep, I was asleep doing some of the games, and when I woke up, I seen that Minnesota had overtaken the lead for the North,
Yeah.
and I was like, I didn't realize that they had won this many games because they were projected not to win that many games. Cause like look at the teams that they have played and they have beaten. So I mean, from here on out, I'm not betting against Minnesota because they
They
won.
got a big game this week.
Say that again.
They got Green Bay this week.
Yeah, they're gonna beat Green Bay, so that's a given game right there. Because Green Bay's got problems on both ends. They got problems on offense. They've got problems on defense. The defense is not getting along. They're arguing in just about every game. Um, Aaron Rodgers is not his calm, cool, collective self that he's. I don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Something's wrong with him, but he
I
may be.
think I don't think he's sorry for interrupting, but he's I've seen it. He was earlier he was listed as questionable to play.
Really?
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah, he's listed as questionable because of a sore shoulder. It was on the news
all
last
right.
night. So
I'm reading this here. In the portion of practice open, this is today. Rogers made fewer throws than normal, but the ones he did make included their usual zip. He was also able to make throws moving at full speed, indicating that his right shoulder injury shouldn't be a concern. Sunday at Minnesota. Backing up those sentiments was his "no worries" comment Wednesday.
ah, that's why he's been playing the way because he has taken like if you've seen some of his interviews I've read some things and then I've seen like little clips of his interview. He's taking pretty much basically all of the blame for why they have lost the games that they've lost and weren't supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like he's passing the buck like most some big name players do. He's not really passing the buck off. He's taking the blame for it all.
Mm-hmm. Um. There was someone else I saw. Adrian Peterson was also marked questionable this week for a hamstring.
Well, look at what they ran him the whole game. So
Yeah.
so
Probably exhausted.
yeah, he
Let's see.
probably didn't practice this week.
And then you have DeAndre Hopkins from Houston, who's also marked as questionable
Um
with
um
a knee issue.
Hoyt or their quarterback should be marked as questionable too, cause he got a concussion during the game.
Hoyer.
Yeah, and they brought in T.J. Yates. Oh, that's another thing. Well, I was gonna mention it on down the line. I can wait. But since we mentioned Houston, T.J. Yates beat Cincinnati again. Every time they have played, that Houston has played Cincinnati and they lost, it's been because of T.J. Yates.
Wow.
Or however you say his last name.
Yeah, I think it's Yates.
Cause they went the whole
Yeah.
they went the whole game like it was like maybe I want to say maybe 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He got hurt. The starting quarterback got hurt, and Yates came in, scored a touchdown automatically, and no team had scored touchdowns. He comes in, drops him down the field, throws a like I want to say maybe like a 40-yard touchdown pass. Just that quick. It was like 3-4 plays into the drive.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know what he does to Cincinnati's defense or the defensive coordinator. He's got some kind of mojo or something. I don't understand it.
Yeah, Hoyer is not expected to play Sunday against the Jets.
Yeah, all these injuries, man. The injuries this year are ridiculous.
I know.
The injuries are ridiculous. But go ahead, Jesse. You were still.
I mean,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I wanted to get your thoughts because we didn't do it last week. Is what do you think about the stuff into like FanDuel and DraftKings possibly shutting down? Because I heard that DraftKings is in Boston.
Yeah, I don't know where it's based out of, but for the hell of it, I went to check it out, and they're like, "Oh, the first time free," and then it's like, and then you have to pay every week or whatever. So I went to look at it to try my free one. They asked for the credit card already, so I'm like,
yeah, me too.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know the layout of it. It's just like, I don't know. It's very fishy looking. Like, I don't think like it's something to trust really. Like,
What's that? FanDuel or
fan,
DraftKings?
all those, all of them, they're all like the same. I don't know if I would trust that.
You think it hurts fantasy football?
No.
No, because it's only a 1 week thing. Like, okay, so like the league that I'm in, it's $25 a person, and so the winner of the whole thing will get 200. This one, FanDuel, is you put $1 in, okay, every week or whatever amount you put in, and you're going to be picking probably the same team as like thousands of other people, and they're going to score the same points as you. So even if you won, you're going to be splitting money with thousands of people every single time. So say you won $100 and there's 1,000 people who won. That's what, 25 cents a person?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand DraftKings and whatnot and all that other because I do ESPN. I would like to be in a sort of, I guess you want to call it a paid league, but there's no, like, at my job, all of my football friends that I've had, they've transferred to other stores, throughout the company. They spread it out, and nobody that works that I when I work night stock now are really really avid football fans, which is sad.
Right, right.
Makes me really sad. I think I'm like the only avid football fan that we have. There's another one. There's another guy that I work with. He's a Green Bay fan, and we talk about football, but he's not he don't watch the game every Sunday like I do. So it's kind of
Yeah.
disappointing.
My wife, I'm so bad like with fantasy that like I check it like all the time. Like I'll wait 10 minutes and refresh it. Wait 10 minutes, refresh it, and it'll be nighttime and I'll be like in bed and I know that like right now my player is playing. It's freaking Monday Night Football. I have to get up for work. I'll wake up in the middle of the night to check the score and check on my guy's points. Is because like I'll be losing by like a margin of 10 points and I'm projected to win by like 3 or 4, and then like so it makes me want to like keep checking it. Like this past game I had who did I have playing? Hold on. I'm such a loser. I was playing my brother, and I had DeAndre Hopkins and Giovanni Bernard playing. So I kept checking, and DeAndre Hopkins didn't have any receptions like by halftime. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna lose. So I wake up in the middle of the night and I check, and he's got a reception. He's got like 5 points. I'm like, I still have a chance. I'm only down by like 7. Giovanni Bernard's not really doing anything. He's got like 2 points. So I freaking passed out. I woke up in the morning. I checked, and I'm like, I won. So I'm 8-2 in this league, and this is for the first time ever in my fantasy football career that I have been in first place.
Wow.
So I'm pretty pumped actually, and so happens that I'm the manager of the league, but I mean I'm just newly in first place, so it's not like I'm making myself in first place.
Yeah, I know, right? Like with mine, I haven't changed my team around since it started. So
Oh, the one that you were in with me.
yeah, the one you're in, and then I have one on the side too that I run, and I haven't changed. I haven't even really honestly looked at it. The only time I look at it is when the points are over and stuff like that. Because this is the first time that I'm doing it by myself, like as running my own,
Hmm.
and I'll have to get better at it next year since I'm doing, I want to tie it in with the show and all that.
Yeah.
So, um, the YouTube league that you and I are in, I can tell you right now who is paying attention and who isn't, just by looking at the activity and the teams. For a fact, you're not, Will's not, Bearstown's not, and that's it. Everyone else has been updating their team and dropping players, adding players, doing trades, etc., etc. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in second on that one. I'm 7-3. The person who's winning basically is Noah. He's 8-2.
I think what it is that I like doing the picks more than checking fantasy because actual picking an actual team is more fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh,
I
Um,
don't know. But anyway, I don't want to keep going on about that. So I'm just going to read off the receiving yards real quick, and then we can do whatever, I guess. All right, so receiving yards. Larry Fitzgerald is 5th with 836. Odell Beckham Jr. is 4th with 863. DeAndre Hopkins is 3rd with 927. Julio Jones is 2nd with 1,029, and then first is Antonio Brown with 1,141.
that Antonio Brown should be first.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I mean, Fitzgerald should be higher.
Excuse me. I believe they based this off of yards.
But you gotta think though, Fitzgerald has a rookie wide receiver that is just as good or if not better than him. So I mean, he's not Fitzgerald is Carson Palmer's go-to target, but he's not his main target that he throws to.
Mhm.
Palmer has the ability with the receivers that he has. He can spread the ball around a lot more.
Right.
I don't know what the rookie name is. If anybody's out there listening, we would like to have somebody that can pronounce names and knows all the team people that are on the team. You know,
Now,
somebody could help us out with that.
now,
But
what you just said, Freddie, was with going back to the quarterback that Carson Palmer should be higher too. I mean, now he's got all those weapons and he's having a hell of a year. He should be higher.
but with the way that he's got Chris Johnson in the backfield, so I mean I know he should be higher, but he doesn't really have to extend his arm with the type of running back that they have. And then plus two, their O line is very, very good. So he has that ability to they have that ability to run the ball more than they you know what I'm saying, than they do of throwing the ball, keeping Palmer healthy, keeping their wide receivers healthy, which is a good thing, which is get down into the playoffs time, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of it, go ahead.
The other wide receiver's name is John Brown.
Who does he
John
play for?
for the Cardinals. You want to know the other
Oh,
receiver?
okay, yeah,
John Brown and Michael Floyd.
yeah. I didn't realize what his name was, but they are some two. He's really good wide receiver. I mean, he's pretty great. I don't know what type of tight end that they have, but I know.
He's not that far behind Larry Fitzgerald in yards.
Yeah, see, I know they target him a lot, and he catches 99.9% of the catches that are thrown to him. So
I'm trying to see. He's been thrown to 54 times and he's caught 37 of them.
yeah, so about half of the catches that he's made, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, and he actually averages more yards per catch than Fitzgerald.
Yeah, considering that he's a rookie, he's doing excellent.
Yeah. Fitzgerald is targeted 85 times and he's caught 65.
Yeah, that's only because he's a vet. If he and he's one of the top receivers of this generation. If he was a veteran and a sucky receiver, I don't know of any other word to use like without it being sucky or whatever. But if he wasn't garbage, if he was garbage, he wouldn't be targeted that much. But Larry Fitzgerald can catch anything really.
And to answer your other question, their tight end is I just had up Jermaine Gresham.
Well, I mean, I know they throw to him, but he's not a major factor of their games. As far as I can see, when I watch some of their games, I don't never. He's active, but not really active.
Yeah, he's only been thrown to 23 times.
Yeah, okay, so he's more basically a block tight end.
Yeah.
That's why Chris Johnson has the yards that they have, because the tight end is blocking probably for him.
Man, Chris Johnson, like, this was a great move for him. Like, he got lucky. If Andre Ellington never got injured, he wouldn't be in this position right now.
Right.
But coming from the Jets, remember he was on the Jets, the running back? He did nothing.
Yeah.
And when he was on the Titans, that's when he was the best. I have his jersey. I have his Titans jersey in my closet.
Yeah,
I thought he was awesome.
But you gotta look when he was with the Jets, who was the coach. You gotta think the coaching. I mean, most coaches don't know what to do with a talented running back. They really don't. A lot of Minnesota's doing a good job at what they have with their tight end. I mean, not their tight end, with their running back. Excuse me. Atlanta's doing a good job, but see, Atlanta's always had good running backs. It's just that the coaches didn't know what to do with them. I mean, truth be told, Atlanta has had some great running backs. It's just that the coaching didn't know what to do with them.
Mm-hmm. Who was Atlanta's running back before Devontae Freeman? I can't remember.
Was it
Warwick Dunn?
Rodgers?
Warren
I thought
Dunn.
it was Quest Rodgers.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong one. About anybody in Atlanta.
Anybody in Atlanta but Freddie knows, because Freddie doesn't like Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't I know it was Warwick Dunn.
And Jack Quest Rodgers.
The dude that they traded for Steven Jackson was before they traded somebody. They got the running back from the Rams. He was their running back last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Steven Jackson.
Jackson.
He didn't do anything. That's why you don't know. You know, that's why you wouldn't believe that he was with them, because he didn't do anything.
Oh.
They got him in they got him in a trade for something, because they brought him down and thinking that he was gonna be so good, he was gonna be such a great fit. They made such a big deal out of it in Atlanta that he was gonna be he's gonna take us to the Super Bowl, he's gonna take us to the playoffs. But no, you have a stupid quarterback. Matt Ryan is just as a dumber quarterback than Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Sorry.
knew that's where you were going.
Eli Manning's a dumb quarterback. Matt Ryan's a dumb quarterback. Andrew Luck's a dumb quarterback. Even though he was number one in it,
Andrew Luck is out again.
Yeah, I don't understand what is it? What did he do to the offensive line? did he not feed them? You gotta look like especially with Matt Ryan. Let's take Matt Ryan for instance. His offensive line does not block for him whatsoever.
Okay.
They're doing halfway decent this year. But in the previous years, they were not blocking for him. Some games you can see them going back to their old ways. I'm guessing it's with this coach, the new coach that they have.
Mm.
But the offensive line don't generally block for Matt Ryan. There's somebody always in Matt Ryan's face. Always. And that's the major thing that everybody has been talking about in Atlanta is that Atlanta needs a offensive line. They got a good defense. They got good wide receivers, good running backs. They just need an offensive line.
I'm surprised he's number 5 on passing yards.
He should be hired, but it, it's the offensive line, and then plus two, he's just like Eli Manning. Like Roddy White could be wide open, but you'll throw to Julio Jones in double coverage or triple team, thinking he's gonna be able to catch the ball, and you throw an interception or it's a drop pass, but you have Roddy White sitting over there in the slot wide open.
Right.
I've seen that in plenty of games.
Oh man. So I just want to say this real quick. Anyone who plays fantasy football, now that Matt Hasselbeck is starting for the Colts, pick up Andre Johnson because he makes Andre Johnson's be Andre Johnson, though Andre Johnson that we know. He actually throws it to him for good gains, good amounts, more than 2 receptions. So take my word. Last time Hasselbeck played, freaking Johnson had a phenomenal game, and then Luck comes back in, and he's just a shadow again.
See, that's what I'm saying. These quarterbacks have these top tier receivers, and not throwing them the ball. Is it the vision? Is it the coaches? Is it them not being able to see them run the routes, or letting them develop the routes into them being able to catch the ball, them overthrowing the ball, underthrowing the ball? With Eli Manning, it's all of the above.
It's just, I feel like it's all luck with him. Like,
yeah, it's. I feel bad for Eli though. I mean, he has. Just imagine if Odell Beckham Jr. was with Peyton Manning. Do you think Peyton Manning will be hurt, and do you think he will have as many interceptions as he does so far in this season if he had Odell Beckham Jr.?
If he had Odell Beckham on the Broncos, or if he was on the Giants?
Anywhere.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, who does Manning have for receivers right now?
Hold
on, I got it right here.
Which one, Eli or Peyton?
Peyton.
He
has. One second, I have it. He has Andre Caldwell, Bernie Fowler. Oh, these are all weird. Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders. I know those two right there are his go-to guys. But actually, you know what? Demaryius Thomas is actually he's 6th in receiving.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know who Demaryius Thomas is, but even though I still watch the games, I still haven't really heard them call out the other receivers' names that much.
Right. Yeah, the freaking announcers, they only care about the top guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at Demaryius Thomas with another catch! Oh yeah! And then
that's true.
Emmanuel Sanders just caught the ball.
That's true. It's some games that I just watch the coach's film without the commentating, and which is a lot better to watch than, because you can actually see the plays without actually trying to, because some of the commentators are distracting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like Chris Collinsworth. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's very distracting.
Especially in Madden. When you play Madden, oh my
Yeah,
God, I want to kill him.
I know, right? There was one other thing that I wanted to bring up. I know I posted it on Facebook. It really doesn't bother me, but it's really retarded. The lady that wrote the letter to the Carolina Panthers for the end zone celebration that Cam Newton did.
Oh yeah, I know
I
what you're
was
talking
like,
about.
I was like, why is she writing a letter? Did she not see the previous play where, or it might have been the previous? I think it was the previous play where he got sacked, and the dude that pushed him was the one that did the celebration dance over him. So it's okay for them, for like somebody to get somebody the defensive player to sack and then do a celebration, and which is, and then Cam Newton can't do it. You know what I'm saying? She
You,
just mad. She just mad cause they lost. Is what that is. Saying her,
Yep.
saying her
it's
son was, saying her son was confused, and he's probably of this generation of where all these dances now. I can
yeah.
see myself. I didn't know what kind of dance it was. Now maybe that would have been. Maybe that was it. That's what I said. I told somebody at work. I told one of my coworkers. I was like, maybe she didn't understand the dance what she was doing, so she tried to say that her son was confused and all that stuff on what he was doing, and then too another thing. I was like, why are these kids are the looking up the athletes as to being role models? What does that tell? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Cause
Yeah.
she wrote something like, "Oh, he's a bad role model and all this stuff." When if you look at the games, he's giving game balls, signing game balls, signing shoes, signing jerseys, giving them to kids and all that stuff. How is he a bad role model?
You know, it's probably because her team lost, and she's probably playing off of the
His
whole.
butthurt.
Yeah, she's butthurt, and she's probably playing off of the thing where the week before he took the sign from the fan.
Yeah. Well,
So
which I don't really care what he does. He just took all of the heat away from Tom Brady. That's all. That's the main. That's the main thing.
yeah.
Cause I know I wrote on Facebook. I said something to the effect of "Thank you for taking away the heat from Tom Brady." I was like, "We New England Patriots fans appreciate that."
Speaking of Tom Brady, did you see he won Man of the Year again?
Yeah,
Yeah, GQ.
yeah. Speaking of GQ, did you also see that President Obama used a comparison of him and Aaron Rodgers, of how Aaron Rodgers is always
Oh my
cool,
God.
calm, and collective in the pocket,
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
and,
God.
and I'm like, okay, so now you see he said this like 3-4 months ago, and then he jinxed them. Not 3-4. He said it back in like October or something, and then they went on a 2-game losing streak. Um, yeah, some people should just not say things. And then and then I posted. I was like, you just got yourself unnecessary heat. To being the president, because I was reading some of the comments, which he already gets hated on to begin with. I mean, I don't care, either way.
that.
Um, he's already getting hated on to begin with. Why have the sports world mad at you? And then plus two, he's a Chicago fan. He's a
Yeah.
Chicago Bears fan. Why not pick somebody from that team?
Chicago.
Yeah, to compare yourself with. And he's an adamant Chicago fan. Like he's everything Chicago. But you go and granted Jay Cutler sucks, but you have other. You could have chose a defensive lineman. You could have chose a wide receiver. Shoot, if you were gonna make that kind of comparison, and you're in GQ, you could have went as far as, even though they're retired, Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin. I mean, if you want to go the GQ route, they were always cool, calm, and collective on the field.
Mm.
If you wanted to use that analogy with, I see what he was trying. I get what he was trying to do, but there's other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's other ways he could, being that he's a Chicago Bears fan, a adamant Chicago, and he will tell you he's a Chicago Bears fan. This is going
Should
from
work.
this is going from it as a sports wise. Me, I really don't care. I was just reading some of the comments on, like they, how the people post some of the comments.
Mm-hmm. He should probably pay attention to what's going on in the world,
Yeah.
rather than talking about the Packers and how he's like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. He unnecessary. He didn't need to do all that. He could have just had a little simple interview and called it a day.
Right.
Yep.
But go ahead.
There, I was reading something the other day because the Patriots. There's always something. Some person points out one little thing that could be quote unquote cheating with the Patriots. So someone took a clip of the final field goal
Yeah.
that won the game, and the play clock was set to 30.
Yeah.
Whatever it's supposed to be, from 5 seconds. And so they're like, oh, proof of Patriots cheating, and then you have the whole comment section filled up. Oh my God, see, they cheat, that's all how they can win. You Patriots fan, you need to learn to live to know the fact that all your titles have been won by cheating, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So, so someone wrote, and this is the truth, the ball previously was spiked, which stops the clock.
Yep.
Okay. So there's no play clock started. And
Yep.
plus also, the Giants took a timeout. When you call a timeout, the play clock does not start until the ball is snapped.
Correct.
Yep.
So there was no cheating. So if the clock happened to reset from 5 seconds to 30, that's because it's the right thing.
Cause go ahead, Mitch.
I'm not a big Patriot fan, but I do respect them for what they've done. I mean, being a Dolphin fan, I do respect the Patriots for doing what they do. Win. I'm not gonna call them cheaters or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and I saw a bunch of other stuff. Like, there was this one guy that was adamant that everything my team, he was a Steelers fan. My team has more championships in this era than yours, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no.
No.
See, Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
How many championships does Ben Roethlisberger did he win? Did he win 2 or did he win 1?
He's got 2, I think.
Yeah.
He's got, yeah.
He beat Arizona and Seattle.
But technically Brady has more. Brady's got what, 3?
He has 4.
4. Okay.
2001, 2004, 2005, and last year.
That is correct.
Green Bay, St. Louis, Philadelphia, and Carolina, I think they beat.
No, we lost to Green Bay. Green Bay was 1996, I think.
No, didn't he come in when whatchamacallit got hurt, Bledsoe, and they won that game?
Yeah.
That was 2001 or 2002.
That was 2000, yeah. Are you talking about the games leading to the Super Bowl, or are you talking about the people we beat in the Super Bowl?
The ones that you beat in the Super Bowl. So you 5.
We lost to the Packers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was we lost. As far as I can remember, we lost to the Bears. We lost to the Packers. We lost to the Giants twice. We don't need to talk about that anymore.
No.
And then we beat our first one we beat was the Rams. The second one was the Eagles. The third one was the Panthers, or vice versa. I think it was Panthers then Eagles, and then it was the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Panthers, they were slated to win that one.
I remember that. I remember like, oh, they have Jake Delhomme. Remember Jake
Yeah.
Delhomme? I'm like, who the hell is Jake Delhomme?
That was he was, and then after he left, they didn't go to the playoffs for years until they got Cam Newton.
Right.
And I was talking to somebody. I don't know who it was. It might have been. I don't know who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody on Facebook about Carolina. I can't remember who it was though. It was somebody.
I think it was me.
Oh, was it you? I can't remember who it was. I know I talked to a bunch of people with football, but I was saying that without Cam Newton, they wouldn't be where they're at now. Let's be real. Cam Newton is their whole team. It's different. It's like, all right, you know how J.J. Watts is the Houston Texans. He's that type of player. Cam Newton is that for the offense. Okay, you got one dominating defensive player, then you got one. It's the daunting that he's not higher on any of the. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
It is that he's not higher on any of the. He may be for rushing yards as a quarterback. He may be high on that list for that. And the most touchdowns scored by a quarterback, he may be high on the list for that.
And
But
who? Cam Newton?
yeah,
Yeah. Hold on. I'll look him up real quick.
and he's got to be. He's got to. I know he's about the only quarterback that I know that scores as many touchdowns as a quarterback. James Winston and the guy for Buffalo they may be running neck and neck. He may be third or fourth or I mean third or second, something like that.
Okay. Sorry. So Cam Newton is 21st in quarterback for. This is by passing yards, which is 2,037. If I can sort it by touchdowns.
You want to sort about? Or can you sort about rushing touchdowns?
Just touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
By touchdowns, he's tied 10th with Ryan Fitzpatrick, Matthew Stafford, Andrew Luck, and Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, but see, a lot of his touchdowns come off of run plays too. They're not.
I'm
They're
gonna look
not.
up rushing.
Yeah, he's got a couple of rushing touchdowns. More than a couple.
Cam Newton is 31st in the league in rushing.
Yeah, that's still. I don't want to. He's still kind of low, but then again, they don't have. If he comes up against a good team, which he will when they play Atlanta.
All right, here's something that would make it better for you. He's tied for second in the league with rushing touchdowns.
Ah.
He's tied with LeGarrette Blount, Chris Ivory, and then him.
I knew he was somewhere up there with the rushing touchdowns or something like that.
That's big for a quarterback. God damn.
That's what I'm saying. If he was not, even though I don't like him, I'll give him his props. If he was not playing, he wouldn't. Carolina wouldn't be where they wouldn't still be undefeated. I don't know what he does to motivate that team to keep winning or whatever. And that's why that's why a lot of fans dislike him. I dislike him because he's arrogant. I don't dislike him because he's undefeated. I don't dislike him because he's a jerk. I just dislike him because he's arrogant. He's too arrogant for me. He could be could be a nice guy because he does good. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of good stuff. I see him do more good stuff than But on the field, he's really arrogant. Like, I mean, like, calm it down a little bit. Bring it back. Bring it back some. Win the MVP award first, and then
Right.
you could be. If you win the MVP award, you could be arrogant for the rest of your career. I don't. You don't even. You need to win the Super Bowl, but if you win the MVP award, that's just as high. That's second to winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The MVP trophy is number two. The Super Bowl trophy is number one.
Well, I mean, I feel like in some instances it's you need to be arrogant on the field, like especially where now you have this lady writing about him, and then people complaining about him
Yeah,
taking signs. So he's got to be like, yeah, you can be against me, but I'm still gonna run the ball myself. I'm still gonna throw it. I'm still gonna be
yeah,
Cam Newton. I'm still undefeated.
yeah,
So I mean, but he, like you said, tone it down because look at Tom Brady, Deflategate. He's getting New England fans call this the revenge tour.
yeah. Exactly. And see, you haven't heard word one from Tom Brady. The fans are still. The fans haven't even like since Cam Newton started doing all his little stuff that he's doing. The fans have like turned and like they put all their attention to Cam Newton, which is great to be
Hmm.
honest. But you haven't heard Tom Brady even say anything, even mention anything or do it. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
been
Yeah.
he's been actually, but he's always quiet until somebody starts messing with him.
Mm-hmm.
He really don't say much until this being Brady. He don't say much until somebody throws something in his face or something gets said which is retarded or whatnot. Somebody makes a stupid statement.
Oh yeah, but he does it so, and this is everyone on the Patriots because that's what they're told to do because it's called the Patriots way,
Yeah,
and every response from any Patriot in regards to any question is very subtle or very one word answers or very short answers or it's on to next week.
I don't mean to cut you guys off, but I gotta go soon. So
All right.
yeah.
Just link us your picks on Facebook, Mitch, if you don't mind, if you haven't already picked them or not.
I mean I can do that, and I can also tell you the picks right now if you want.
Why don't we just do the picks then?
Yeah.
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 All right. So, do you want me to do it like I
Yes.
usually do?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is your part of the show, Jesse.
Yeah, sweet deal. All right. I don't have anything to write it down with, so I'll have to come back and watch. But all right. So we're gonna do the picks, guys. Whoever's watching, I don't know, whoever will be watching. So first game, I'm gonna go in order by who I see, and that is gonna be Mitch, then Mike, then Freddie, then myself. All right. So first game is tonight. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Mitch.
I'm gonna go with Jacksonville on this.
Okay. Michael.
Tennessee.
Freddie.
Jacksonville.
I'm gonna go with man. I feel like this is a tough one. Jacksonville. Okay. So next is Sunday 1 o'clock games. We have Oakland at Detroit. Mitch.
I'm gonna go with Oakland.
Michael.
Oakland.
Freddie.
I'm gonna go with Oakland.
I'm gonna go with Oakland. Excuse me. Next game is Indianapolis at Atlanta. Mitch.
Atlanta.
Mike.
Atlanta.
Freddie.
Atlanta.
Atlanta for me as well. Next game is going to be New York Jets at Houston. Mitch.
I mean, that was a big win for Houston on Monday night. The Jets, they've been struggling. I'm gonna go with Houston because they're on a roll.
Okay. Mike?
I'm gonna go Houston.
Freddie?
I'm going Jets.
Jets. I'm gonna agree with Mitch. Houston. Maybe maybe Hoyer getting injured is a blessing in disguise. Who knows? Maybe they'll turn around and like they're on a roll. So I'm gonna go with Houston against the Jets. Like all the Jets really has is their defense. I mean, not much going on offense really. Okay, next game is Tampa Bay at Eagles. Mitch.
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Mike.
I'm on Tampa Bay.
Freddie.
What was that again? Say this.
Tampa Bay at Philly.
I'm going Philadelphia. I kind of zoned out for a minute. My bad.
That's cool. We all have our moments. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. Oh man, Denver at Chicago. Mitch.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a pick'em game. I really don't have a winner in this game.
No.
No.
Okay. Mike.
I'm going Denver.
Denver. Okay. Freddie?
I'm going Denver just because of their defense.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna be the odd man out. I'm gonna pick Chicago. I think something will happen. They need Denver got upset by Indy a couple weeks ago. I don't think that will be the last upset. So we'll see. So I'm picking.
Is this a away game or is that home against Chicago?
Chicago's at home.
Oh, so they're gonna have fun playing in some snow.
Oh, why? Is it supposed to snow in Chicago?
Yeah, almost 7 to 10 inches.
Holy cow! I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Where's
Been all over
Sunday?
Weather Channel like crazy.
Sunday, it's saying that we're gonna get snow flurries here.
Yeah.
Y'all are lucky. I want snow. It's not
Telling
fair.
you, move up here, man. Come up here, get a job up here. There's plenty of warehouses and supermarkets you can work at, like you do down there, and it's
I know,
all
right?
here. So we'll welcome you with open arms.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. Next game is St. Louis at Baltimore. Mitch.
I'm gonna go with St. Louis on this.
Okay. Mike.
I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Freddie.
I want to go with St. Louis.
I am gonna go with St. Louis as well. Dallas at Miami. Mitch.
I'm gonna say I think the Dolphins will win this game, just because the way that it goes in the mid-seasons for the past 10 years, win, lose. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Okay. Mike.
I'm going Dallas.
Dallas. Freddie.
I'm going Dallas because I think Tony Romo is starting this week.
Yeah, but how healthy will he be?
That's a good point. He should be all the way healthy though. And then plus two, Des Bryant is playing, so I mean.
Yeah, they got their squad back basically.
Yeah.
So I
And
mean,
then
if,
you gotta go ahead, Jesse.
if Romo is quality, like if he can pick back up where he left off, I think that Dallas will win. But if he's subpar, like still have cobwebs, which he probably will, I think Miami will do justice, especially with that running back. But
Yeah.
man, this is a tough one for me to pick, just for those reasons. but you know what? I'm gonna say Miami. What were you gonna say, Freddie?
I was just gonna say that also too that the running back is healthy for Dallas too as well. So
That's who's it's McFadden.
yeah, so they have all their key opponents back. So I don't know. It's gonna be a good game, whatever. That may be the game of the week.
Yeah, it's in Miami too. So,
Yeah.
Mitch, you gonna go to that game?
I don't know.
There's still 1,871 tickets available from $90. If you're interested. starting
my-
at $90.
My grandfather has a friend that son works for the Dolphins, so sometimes we get free games. So
And
Well, that
Freddie,
seems better.
Freddie, you have a quite a deal down in Atlanta there. If you want to go watch the Falcons play the Colts, there's
Uh,
there's 4,910 tickets available for $34.
I don't know about that.
Okay, moving on. Washington at Carolina. Mitch.
Carolina.
Mike.
Carolina.
Freddie.
Carolina.
Carolina for me. This game right here might be a good game too. Kansas City at San Diego. Mitch.
I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Okay. Mike.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs, Kansas City.
Freddie.
I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah, you know, Philip Rivers is the second leading quarterback in the league, and he's like the second ranked fantasy player. He's that for a reason, but you know, for some reason he can't come up with any wins.
I know, right? It's ridiculous. It's a trip.
So, and I guess apparently Antonio Gates is set to have a great game against Kansas City, but so isn't the tight end for Kansas City against the Chargers. And Kansas City's running back, Charterick West, or whatever his name is, the guy that replaced
Charles.
Jamal Charles, is doing phenomenal. So I'm going to pick Kansas City as well. Next game is Green Bay at Minnesota. Mitch.
I think the winner of this is gonna be the winner of the division, so I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Mike.
Green Bay's got to win this. So I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Okay. Freddie.
I want to go with Minnesota.
Minnesota. I think I'm going to go with Minnesota as well. Next game is San Francisco at Seattle. Mitch.
Seattle crushed them in San Francisco 23. I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Okay. Mike.
Which game is this one?
San Francisco at Seattle.
I'm going Seattle.
Okay. Freddie.
Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Seattle as well. I finally just dropped Russell Wilson from my fantasy team. Like, he gets like the crappiest numbers. I picked up, like, I had either him or Philip Rivers to play last week, but Rivers was on a bye week, so I dropped him. I dropped Russell Wilson. I picked up Flacco, and he got me 25 points. It's like the best move I ever made. And I dropped Flacco today, and I put Philip Rivers back in. So yeah, Seattle for me. Cincinnati at Arizona. Mitch.
If you went back to me last week, I would have said the winner of this game would make the Super Bowl. I think Cincinnati needs this game more than Arizona just to keep up with New England for home field. I'm going to say Cincinnati.
Okay. Mike.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati.
Freddie.
I'm going Arizona. Because Cincinnati's defense, I mean, Cincinnati's offense can't keep up with Arizona's defense.
Yeah, I agree. Arizona for sure. They have too many more weapons on offense too.
Yeah, but their defense is going. Their defense has a lot more weapons than Houston's defense did. You're going to see a lot of interceptions in this game.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last game, Monday Night Football, is Buffalo at New England. Mitch.
I think this is a game that could give New England fits, and I mean, you seen what they did week one against Buffalo and Buffalo. I'm gonna say the Bills.
Okay. Mike.
I'm going New England.
Freddie.
I'm going New England, but I also agree with what Mitch said that this game could get because they did, like I said, if they don't tighten up on their defense, if New England doesn't, they should just for practice they should just work on defense all week. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the first game and you look at what their offense was able to do with the defense towards the end of the game, yeah, they need to tighten up.
Yeah. They should have really took advantage of the trade deadline and made some trades and pick up free agents and stuff, but they really didn't. But New England is my home team, so of course I'm going to pick them. But that's not just the reason either. It's they have all-time leaders at winning at home
that is
compared
true.
to losing. So I think they have I don't know what their win-loss record at home is, but their losses at home is very, very significantly low.
Yeah.
I'll be out there in a bit.
And I'll say it again, if the Bills don't have 2 touchdowns by going into the third quarter, if they're not up by 2 touchdowns, they will not win that game. If it's a tight game going into the third and fourth quarter, they will not win.
Right. And Rex Ryan has a thing against the Patriots. He always has, and he's gonna make some strange calls. I can just see it. And
but he stated in the is this all of the picks for the games?
Yeah, we're done.
Mitch, if you want to go, you said you had to go.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for joining us, man.
You're welcome. Hey, Freddie, if you ever need me for your other show, I'm available.
Awesome.
Alright. I'll talk to you guys next week and on Facebook.
Okay, man.
All right, dude. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
What was I gonna say? I had some. Oh yeah. If they're not up by touchdowns leading into, Buffalo won't win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots are definitely a second half team.
Yes, they are. Oh yeah, this was I was gonna say. Ryan. I was reading somewhere where he stated that he respected Bill Belichick and all that, and which was odd. But a lot of coaches and a lot of players and a lot of they respect Belichick. What he's able to do on the field and how he's able to keep most of his players out of trouble off the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's without a doubt, not just because he's the coach of our team. He's by far, he's got to be one of the best coaches in history.
Look at all the coaches that he's produced, though. So I mean,
right.
Like Aaron Hernandez is he's the only exception to that having a bad player on that team. Right,
and they didn't even know that because he pretty much lied to him. So
yeah, and if he had known what was going on beforehand, he probably would have shut that down quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's too bad.
But yeah, I know, right? Um, and I had something to ask you. I seen you posted something on Facebook about what was it? Robert Kraft and Goodell. Did they make up?
I I don't know. I read the article and it said that um, Deflategate was not mentioned, and they exchanged a hug and a smile, but that was the most of it. It wasn't, and that was Goodell's first attendance at a Patriots game since Deflategate.
Oh, they made up cause it was a big money game. That's what it was. Look at the. We talked about it on the show that I did Saturday. I'm gonna try to like I mentioned on in my in a little random video that I did. I'm gonna try to have like a show on Saturday where it's just me and somebody else, or you know what I'm saying, a one on one or a 1-on-2. If it's a big rival game that like try to find somebody to come on and talk with the let's say for instance like it was the Patriots versus the Giants. Jeffrey Rose is a Giants fan, and then I had Will on,
hmm
and we all know that he's a New England, and it was something like that. We just stood up to talk about the because what teams need what to win and all that stuff. So,
Right.
but yeah, I have nothing else. If you guys want to end this, we can end it.
The only thing I want to say is, actually, you shared it on Facebook, and I thought it was hilarious, and people need to see this. It's from the Bleacher Report. It's the scene from Austin Powers, but it has Brady head, Cam
Yeah,
Newton.
that was hilarious.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! I was just scrolling down my Facebook wall, and I saw it again, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta mention
I'll,
this.
I'll reshare it. I'll reshare it on the wall. Everybody made comments on it. They was like, they called me stupid for posting it. And I was like, but in a good way though, cause I post retarded stuff on my Facebook all the time, as y'all can see. I try to if it's funny, if I laugh, I'm gonna post it.
A lot of the stuff you share, I'd like. Like, it's just too funny.
Yeah, if it makes me laugh, I'm posting it.
There you go.
And but yeah, that by far that was the besides the the basketball Game of Thrones that they do, that by
hmm
far has got to be the funniest one that they done so far.
Like, I was just watching it with the volume down. It's still funny because I know
It's still
exactly what it's
funny.
saying. Like
Yeah,
when he's like number two, you could stay.
yeah,
Frau, you could stay, and then they're silent, and then he folds his leg up and he looks at Mini Me.
yeah. But who was the was that who was the other guy that was that they Frau, not Frau was Cam Newton, and
No,
who was the dude?
Cam Newton is Scott
Yeah,
Evil.
yeah. Who was the other one though?
The
I
other
couldn't
guy
really.
the other guy was the coach for the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, yeah, because I couldn't really tell who it was. It was too dark.
Yeah, and he had a weird face too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was too dark, and then it looked like Cam Newton was on drugs. That made it even funnier. I'm just saying.
Andy Dalton is Mini Me.
Yeah, that was funny too.
Oh
He
God.
got all kind of salty at JJ Watt for what he said for the comments that he made.
Oh man.
But I'm about to end this thing, guys. Just hang on 1 second after I end it. I want to talk to Michael off air real quick. But thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week, Thursday at 5 o'clock, same time, same channel, and also check us out on Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing yet for this Saturday, but just stay tuned for a video. And thanks for watching. And we are out. You guys got anything to add or say or whatnot?
I just want to plug my channel if that's cool.
Go ahead.
If you guys care, just subscribe to my channel. I closed my Jesse James Resurrect channel. I'm totally done with it. I have a channel that I've had for a few years that's like kind of random stuff. It's just my name, so search Jesse Azevedo in YouTube, and if you like what you see, subscribe. If you don't, I won't be offended, you know. But yeah, that's it, man, for me.
Michael?
Pretty much, I just want to let you guys know, tomorrow is voting day. I'm going to be spamming that thing like crazy. As you guys notice, yours truly has been nominated for Shocker of the Year for Revolution Wrestling. So get ready. I'm on hashtag Shocker of the Year campaign 2015.
Which one were you?
Shocker of the Year.
Yeah, but what is your name there? Is it your name?
Yeah, it says Revolution Superstar Michael Miner.
Okay.
Refs Nikki Novocaine kind of deal. I'll post it up. It'll be up.
Yeah,
Right.
post that, cause those things are hard to find. The only reason I was able to find it the first time is cause you posted it. But yeah, post it. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next week and on Saturday. Peace. Thanks for watching and subscribe and hit that like button. We're out.
See ya.